Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Michelle, and we are the owners of the Main Street Mouse.
And this is the Main Street Mouse Weekly Podcast, show number 166 for November 4th, 2024.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
'Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Dead men tell no tale.
I know not who you are, nor how I came to find you. But may I just say,
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Hello, everybody out there in our podcast universe.
Hello, and happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's been a Monday.
It's been, kind of, today went by fast. We were in a media event. We only got home like a half hour ago, and I have a terrible headache, so I'm trying not to be super loud.
You were in the sun and too much heat. Not enough food.
I had little bits of food.
Not enough.
I had wine.
That's probably
That's
why
probably
you have
why
a headache. Oh, we figured that one out. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.
Anyway, so hi. Hope all is well out there.
Hope everybody had a great Halloween.
Oh my gosh, yes, Halloween.
Even though we've made the flip.
We have made the flip. So Halloween obviously was Thursday. We had a decent amount of kids come to the house, which was really nice.
Mm-hmm. Had a lot of neighbors comment on our house.
Right. So Scott put up a bunch of like the Haunted Mansion wallpaper, the stretching room.
Yep, portraits
on the front of the house, and then I had like a Haunted Mansion light going on the porch.
And we had the hitchhiking ghost masks hanging on the wall.
Right, and like so many people that came by was like, "We love your house," and you threw it together really quick.
God, I forgot I even had that stuff, and it was like, okay, we need to decorate something, and I put it all up probably in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, like we knew we were gonna do pass out candy, but we weren't sure, like, as far as decorating goes, what we were going to do, and he threw it out last minute, and it ended up turning out really nice. I wore my Rapunzel dress and passed out candy, and it was a good time.
And we actually had a neighbor bring Dole Whip shots, or weren't they? Or
yeah, so it was Dole Whip Jello shots with rum that usually that they brought the trick or treats to our house. So yeah, so one of the neighbors brought over Jello shots, which was really nice.
Were they good? I never asked you.
They were. It tasted like a Dole Whip.
Wow,
I would like to know what she put in there, but yeah, usually somebody comes up to your door to get candy, and they came up there and were passing stuff out. So that was really nice.
That's the best way to be a good neighbor.
We were like, oh yes, thank you.
So anybody out there next year for Halloween, bring us Jello shots, or take your own neighborhood Jello shots.
Right. Hey, you know what? It shouldn't be just for the kids, right?
You will have more friends than anybody else in the neighborhood.
You are the Jello shot lady walking in the neighborhood. You are now the most popular lady.
You really are. And didn't you say they commented on a post, because we have a group Facebook page for the community we live in, and you commented and said something, and one of them said, I thought you said the Dole Whip lady commented on the post or something.
She did. She said she hopes she liked I liked the Dole Whip Jello shot, and then other neighbors were commenting about how our Haunted Mansion theme looked really good. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so good job, Atwood.
Thank you. I did. One of our neighbors around the block from us had a haunted house in their garage you could walk through.
Yeah.
I wish we would have done it, but the line was way too long, and I wasn't about to go wait, and I was tired.
I know. It's weird because I thought about it, and then we walked over there, and I'm like, there's a lot of people waiting for that.
I would have liked to have seen you if you went through that the way you did HHN with your head buried in my back.
It was a garage. I don't know. They said they had like animatronics in there, but not like any people jumping out at you.
That's what they want you to think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust anybody when it comes to that stuff.
Once you get in there, like 500 people come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it must be a very big garage if that's the case.
It's a 12-car, 3-story with an elevator in it.
I thought it was a 2-car garage, but I don't know, maybe 3.
I guess you couldn't. I mean, if you did it like the way they did them up north in the back of trailers.
Well, yeah, it looked like they kind of made a maze.
Yeah.
And they put like sheets or something. I don't know, but yeah.
The sheets would be kind of scary, though, because then somebody could be standing behind. I mean, if it's a wall, there's not much they can do. But if a sheet is standing there, you know somebody could grab you at any time.
Yeah, I don't even know. But anyway.
That's scary. So anyway, so that was last Thursday. Friday, we woke up and you had heard, so this is November 1st, you had heard that the Christmas stuff would all be up for the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. So we heard that the decorations would be installed at Magic Kingdom. And so, of course, I've been waiting for Christmas. And I decided that we should go over there and check it out.
Right.
So we went over there on Friday, and yes, there were Christmas decorations at Magic Kingdom, but not all of them.
And there was still some Halloween on the train station.
That was the weirdest thing. So if you look on our socials, I put a picture up of the train station at Magic Kingdom. Had like the poinsettia garland and such at the bottom, and then the very top was still orange, like these orange, what would you call them?
I guess they're like a banner.
Yeah, like these orange banners. So it was the weirdest thing to see half and half. And normally you don't see that from Disney. Usually they're pretty thorough.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that the banners were still on the train station. Because I could see throughout the park, you see Halloween in certain sections, but no Christmas in that section. But this was a combination of two right there.
Being that it was in the very front of the park, but that's the first thing people see when they walk in, I thought that was kind of weird.
And people were out there taking pictures.
Of course they were.
And they also had the Mickey and Minnie topiaries that were dressed for Christmas out in the front by the...
Yeah, but then there was the orange in the background.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird. But I guess if you got that picture, it's a pretty cool picture to have.
Yeah, I'm glad I took it.
Yeah, because it was gone. So that was Friday. Then Sunday, we were like, or Saturday, we're like, oh, well, the tree is up. So guess where we should run to?
We should go back to the Magic Kingdom to see the Christmas tree. And yes, the Christmas tree was up. And the wreaths that hang over like the stores on Main Street were up too.
Yes. So it was very cool to see.
And the orange banners were gone.
Orange banners were gone off the front of the train station there. The one thing we didn't mention is on Friday we had to eat. We were hungry when we were there, and we went to Sleepy Hollow to have lunch. And you always liked the fruit Nutella waffle, but now it's a Mickey waffle.
Yeah, it's a Mickey waffle. It was pretty good. It was not filling whatsoever. So if you're going there to hopefully, fill your stomach a little bit, the waffle was not the way to go.
It looked like it was filling. I mean, it looked like there was a lot. There was banana, strawberry, blueberry, whipped cream.
With all that fruit, it was super healthy.
It was very healthy. So we'll forget about the ton of Nutella and syrup that was on top of that.
That's not the point.
And you had Diet Coke, so I can't.
Totally had a Diet Coke.
I had the corn dog and chips.
You did. I love that. I really like their house-made chips that they do.
Yeah, they're pretty good actually. They had a little bit of salt on them, but they were really tasty.
Yes, they
I liked
were.
them. Then we walked around a little bit. Friday, went into the Haunted Mansion store, Memento Mori, but we didn't ride any rides, did we?
No, because it got really busy because it was race weekend.
It did. Oh, that's right. It was a race weekend. So anyway, back to Saturday. We went back. We had the wreaths over Main Street. And then we decided, Greg and Holly were there, and we met up with them, and we ended up going over to the Floridian because the Gingerbread house was up. It wasn't up to sell anything yet, but it was up to where you could go take pictures of it.
And it's the 25th anniversary of the Gingerbread houses at the Grand Floridian. Mm-hmm. And this year, the house is really, really cute. It's just cute. And they have little, like, gingerbread trees up, like, on the porch area. Mm-hmm. So when you go see it, make sure you pay attention to the little character-themed trees.
Yeah, they were really kind of cool, actually. How they were. I mean, like you said, they're not that big. Probably 10 to 12 inches.
Yeah, they're not as big. I thought they're bigger than I thought they were going to be, though.
Yeah, but you can see them pretty good. They're not letting you get close to the house yet. They're not selling the pieces of gingerbread or snacks or anything yet. But it was still really cool to see that. And like you said, they have it's the 25th anniversary, so they had a plaque almost
1999.
Saying 1999. So 25 years of gingerbread. That's a lot of gingerbread.
Yeah, it's really, really cute.
It is. And there was somebody
good.
And there was somebody there taking pictures that you could take in front of the gingerbread.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool. So that was fun. And then, I closed my list. Let me go back here. So then, so Sunday, we watched the Lions game. We didn't do anything else besides that. And we decorated because you wanted to make the entire flip. So we had already put our trees up, but we hadn't decorated them. And then yesterday, you decorated the trees.
Yeah, and I still have boxes in my living room of things to put out, but I got the trees up yesterday and decorated a little bit.
And they look great.
Thanks. I love doing the trees, but I always feel like emotional when we do the trees because like the different ornaments remind me of different things and different times. And yeah, but all in all, I love Christmas and I was so ready. And you know what? We had spent all weekend looking at Disney's Christmas decor. Right. So I'm like, they're doing it. I'm doing it.
What we didn't mention, so on Saturday after we got home from Disney and Grand Floridian and we put the trees up, we ended up watching a plethora of Christmas movies.
We did.
Back to back. So they had already started, they were actually on regular TV. The first one turned on was Fred Claus, which is one of our favorites.
Love Fred Claus.
And then after Fred Claus, I can't remember what
Elf
came on next. And then I was kind of in the Christmas mood, so I was like, okay, well, let's see if Four Christmases is on. So I found it on streaming. So we watched Four Christmases, again with Vince Vaughn. And then after that, I found the Grinch.
The Jim Carrey
version.
Of the Grinch. Yeah, so we watched 4 Christmas movies in a row.
Which are 4 of our big staples, those 4 movies.
Yeah, those are our favorites every year. So it was just funny because usually we spread it out, not all in one night.
We knocked it all out one night.
But that's just round one. I mean, we will watch these movies the whole season long.
Oh, yeah. Well, they'll probably be on, well, not tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
Not tonight, 90 Day Fiancé
I know.
is on.
Tonight is your TV, your trash TV.
My trash TV, yeah.
Trash TV. So today we actually had a media event over at the Swan and Dolphin for their Food and Wine Classic. It was the media preview of some of the food and the beverages they're going to have for their event, which is taking place a week from Friday.
Right. So we got to go walk around and sample some of the food items that they had. It was a very small amount of food in comparison to what they actually have on the day of the festival, or the 2 days that the festival is going on. There's much more once you're there.
So actually, I have the list of what we had to sample.
Okay.
I didn't realize it, but it is on this list here of stuff. So they had the smoked handcrafted bacon, which I actually did not try.
I did not either.
I did not. I did not think you would.
I don't eat bacon. So anyway.
Then they had, and these are all new so far. The second thing was Korean no mayo salad, which was rice noodles, bean sprouts, cucumber, kimchi, cashew, bibimbap. I guess that's how you say that. This is from the Cabana Bar and Beach Club. How was that? Because I know you did try that.
It was good, but it was spicy, so I didn't finish it.
Okay. Another one that you did have was the imported Italian ricotta cheese filled with agnolotti.
That was good. It was like ravioli type of thing.
Oh, and that was good?
But without red sauce, of course.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Handmade harissa spice lamb sausage. Did not eat it.
Nope.
One of our friends had it, said it was kind of a little chewy. Wasn't that good?
Ugh.
Alan had said that. This is the one thing I liked, probably more than I should have, which was the creamy chipotle macaroni and cheese with smoked ham and scallion crema. That was really good.
Yeah, I took one noodle out of there, and it was hot.
I had 3 servings.
I know. He was like, here, I need one for my wife, and the wife was not eating it.
It worked.
It did work.
They gave it to me.
And then he committed to the whole thing, because when the server came around to pick stuff up, he's like, oh, is she done with that?
You got to commit to the bit.
Yeah, but you were like, oh, here's her cup. No, you ate both of them.
I didn't want to look like the big fatty.
Well, it's okay.
Then they also had the vegetable galette slider, which was griddled with hand-formed zucchini and carrot cake, secret sauce, sweet onion, mustard relish, tomato jelly on a brioche bun. That was actually pretty good.
It was the weirdest thing. It had like the strangest combination, because when I bit into it the first time, it tasted like relish and mustard to me for whatever reason. But it wasn't like your typical Impossible burger. It was like different.
Yeah, it was a house-made Impossible type burger that they deep fried, because I watched them make them. They
deep fry?
Yeah, they were deep frying those patties right there to make them. I thought it was pretty good, actually. I would get that again, and actually, if we get to go to the full event, I probably will get one of those for sure. Another thing they had was the potato dumplings with smoked onion dip, and you could get it with crispy bacon or not, depending on if you like that. That was pretty good.
It was bacon sprinkle.
Yeah, bacon dust.
Bacon dust. I got mine without the dust.
Yes, that was pretty good though, actually.
Yeah, it was like it almost reminded me of a hush puppy type of thing, but potato.
And then the onion dip was almost like French onion.
It was like French onion dip.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It was good.
And then the last meal or food they had was congee, which was slow cooked rice porridge with shrimp dumpling, fried shallots, green onions, garlic, crispy chili flakes. I did not eat this because the shrimp would kill me. You didn't eat it because you don't eat seafood. Greg did have it, and he didn't like it.
He didn't like the stuff it was sitting in, but he said the piece of shrimp wasn't bad.
Right. And then for desserts, because you have to have desserts.
Desserts were where it was at.
So I don't know. Yeah, you did try it. The caramel banana creme brulee that they were making.
I didn't really. I had a little tiny bite.
I thought that was really good. They were actually making that on the spot. They were flaming it up as you waited for it. And then they also had the pistachio raspberry mousse.
That was good.
That was very good. Some of the other ones were chocolate blackberry poof, coconut tapioca mango mousse, mandarin creme beignet, fresh strawberry, burnt miso tartlet, walnut carrot cake with cream cheese mousse and candied pineapple, and nugget rum dark chocolate mousse.
Yeah, it was all good.
I think we had all of those.
I believe so.
We ate all the desserts, so they can't say we didn't sample everything. And then you sampled their rosé.
The rosé.
I remember last year when we went to the actual event, you had a hard time finding because it was a lot of dry wines.
It was just the dry and bitter wines. I like a sweet wine. The closest thing to sweet they had was the rosé, and it wasn't bad.
No, and nobody likes to be bitter.
Well, some people like
even
bitter.
Bitter wine. No, it was a fun event. I'm sure you have pictures on our socials all for this, so you can go see it. The event, if you're still interested, they still do have tickets available for the event. So it runs Friday, November 15th and Saturday, November 16th from 5:30 to 9:30 at the Swan and Dolphin Hotel. Park in the Swan parking area because it's closer to that. Or you can park at Epcot and you can take the bridge over through the boardwalk.
Yep.
There's ways to get there. This year is their 15th anniversary. Their donations are being made to the Wounded Warrior Project, which is a fantastic organization if you know anything about it. And if you don't, look it up, but it is great to read about. There is 45 food dishes, which is the most they've ever had. I thought they had a lot last year, and they said 45 some more. And then there's over 170 plus wine, beer, and spirit samplings that will be there that weekend. There's going to be 2 new educational seminars offered on Saturday night before the event. And tickets for the event are $195 per person. Now, that does include unlimited food, unlimited beverage for the night you go. That's not both nights. And they did recommend, because this year they're doing a little something different, that one night they're going to have 20 different items are going to change on the menu from one night to the next. So the only way to sample everything is to go both nights. But you could probably go one night if you can. It's a really good event. It really packs in a crowd. A lot of the money goes to charity.
It's really pretty back there too.
It is. If you've never been to the Swan and Dolphin, between the two buildings, between the Swan and the Dolphin area, there's a, what do they call it? Segway.
I don't know.
Area, and they set up a lot of the booths on there, and there's booths all over the area. Actually, it's just really amazing how well that gets all set up. But it's a lot of fun. There was a band playing lights and stuff like that.
Yeah,
really
last
fun.
year was a good time, so I'm assuming this one will too.
I am too. So hopefully we get to go to that next Friday. We don't know yet for sure. We're assuming we will because we have been in the past, but we will see. And if we do, make sure you guys follow our social media because we'll be posting pictures from that.
Yeah, we will find out, and if we go, we will post a lot.
Exactly. Also wanted to mention that this coming week we have 2 events we'll be doing. Also later this week we have one on Saturday.
Jollywood Nights
at Disney Hollywood Studios. And then we have one next Monday, so I don't know if we'll do a show next Monday. We have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Right.
That we're going to be going to. So Saturday and Monday we will have more stuff on our socials. Just check it out.
Yeah, so but the Christmas party starts this Friday, but the media night isn't until the 11th.
Which is kind of weird that they're doing the media after. But
it's kind of better that way, though, because then it won't be as crowded and we'll be able to get more content.
Correct. And it's not really, there's nothing new coming to the Christmas party that I've heard or seen. I mean, food-wise, there's probably snacks, but there's no new events, like new show or anything like that.
No, I don't believe so, no.
Okay, so we'll be able to check it all out, though, and make sure you follow along with us on our socials. Michelle will be posting on Instagram.
Jollywood, though, I did see that they're starting to install the ice rink that is going to be in front of the Chinese Theater.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to go skating.
I think it's a show. I don't think you get to skate.
I want to skate. I've never been skating in my life.
Oh, my God. I love to ice skate. Well, I used to.
Yeah, I've never been on ice skates, but I'm going to try it. Why not?
I can teach you.
Okay, we'll do it Saturday. Okay, so anything else you want to talk about Florida this past week? Any Florida living?
I have such a headache. I cannot think.
You did do your show last Thursday on Halloween. It was a smaller show, but you did do a show.
I did do a show, yeah, and it was about Halloween traditions and like stuff that like when you were a kid, how things were as opposed to how things are now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick show just to make sure I didn't miss it.
Right, and that's the Daydream Believing podcast, which came out on Thursday, so you can follow along on Daydream Believing podcast on any of the podcasting networks. You can find it there and listen to it. And subscribe.
It's pretty good.
It's a pretty good show. It's quite a few.
I kind of like it.
People are listening to it each week, which is really good. So we're very grateful that you guys are doing that for us. So let's hit the Disney news.
Sure.
Okay, so these are all pretty much blogs we put out in the last week or so. I will link to each of the stories in the show notes, so if you are curious about more about what's going on, you can go ahead and click on it. One of the articles we put out this week was the magical dining options for Thanksgiving and more around Disney. There's going to be some of those.
Disney Springs, isn't it?
Is it all Disney Springs? I wasn't sure. The Edison, Pizza Ponte. Ooh, Pizza Ponte for Thanksgiving. I'm good with that.
Pizza for Thanksgiving.
And then Earl of Sandwich, of course, has the fan favorite Thanksgiving dinner sandwich, which is definitely one of my favorites.
I love that one all year round. Doesn't have to be the holidays.
And actually, there is something on here that is not Disney Springs. Via Napoli is on here.
Oh, okay.
They have a fall-inspired pizza with butternut squash on it, fresh ricotta, crispy prosciutto, arugula. I don't know if I'd like that, though.
Yeah, this doesn't sound good to me.
And then there's also Crib Royale, which is our favorite place to go watch sporting events at their stadium club. They have a few different things going on at their different restaurants, and also Promenade at Sunset Walk, Cowboy Chicken, and Bento Asian Kitchen are going to have things for Thanksgiving. So if you're going to be in the area for Thanksgiving, you're looking for a place to go ahead and check out the blog in the show notes and learn more about what's going to be in this.
There's lots of options if you're going to be in town for Thanksgiving and you need to find a place to eat. So.
Definitely. So the other day, do you remember last year when Disney put out a Pixar version of a football game? So there's going to be a live football game being played. I think it was being played in Europe.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
It was absolutely horrible. Well, guess what? Disney has decided to do. They're going to do that again, but this time they're going to do it with The Simpsons.
I don't think it's going to be any better with The Simpsons. I just don't.
And the worst part of it is it's Monday Night Football.
No.
So there's only one game going to be on. It's Monday Night Football. Now, you can watch the regular game if you go to, I think it's on ESPN, the regular game is on. But you can also watch the Simpsons Fun Day Football stream. This is on December 9th. It is with one of our favorite teams in all the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys.
Why?
And the Cincinnati Bengals, I believe, is who they're playing. Yeah, so I probably will turn it on just to see if it's as bad as the Toy Story one was.
If it's as bad. It was pretty bad last year.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't see what the appeal is of doing it. Hopefully it's better. I know the Toy Story one really did not work that well. Maybe this one will be better. Maybe all the players are going to look like Simpsons characters.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we'll see. Other news, Blizzard Beach reopened today.
Yes.
Which has been closed for the refurbishment period, but they've only had one park, I think, open pretty much all year, water park-wise.
Yeah, it's been closed for a while.
Yeah.
And you really don't hear, truth be told, you don't hear much about the water parks. Even living here, we don't hear much about them.
No, you don't really. We drive past it quite often, actually, because it's close to the road we take to get home when we're on Disney property. And I don't know, I just don't ever even think about it.
Don't you find, just sidebar, don't you find that strange that, yes, we know the water parks are there, but I don't know anybody who goes to them or talks about them?
Usually, no. It's usually vacationers who do it because especially this time of year, if you're coming down here this time of year, yes, you're probably coming from a colder climate to a warm climate, and swimming and stuff sounds great.
It just doesn't feel like water park weather to me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. It was 80 degrees today and warm, but it's not warm enough to where I'd go to the water park.
But when the sun goes in, it's cold. It's not like it is in the summertime.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, you wouldn't want to be there. I think they closed at 5 anyway, but still, I don't think you'd want to be there. But we actually don't have water park option on our passes because we had gotten it the first couple of years and we never used it. And
it was kind of a waste, so we decided not to.
Yeah, it'd actually be cheaper for us to just go if we want to go one day a year. Just pay for it.
And we still don't go.
Actually, Aquatica is our favorite water park in the area. So
SeaWorld has a good water park.
Yeah, they do. Okay, we're coming up to the Festival of the Holidays, which is one of our favorite events at Epcot, and actually we just got the media invite today for that, which is the last weekend it's Thanksgiving weekend. Actually,
it is Thanksgiving weekend, yes.
So we will be there either Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think we're gonna go probably Saturday.
Big Saturday.
But there's all kinds of stuff. This hands down is my favorite festival at Epcot. It's a really short festival though. It's only like 5 weeks long.
I know. I wish it were longer.
Yeah. Because we're gone for a week. We go to Michigan, and then we got just busy with other stuff. But there's some great stuff. They're actually making a gingerbread version of Spaceship Earth, I guess you could say.
Yeah, in Communicore Hall. That's new this year. And, they have to do something with Communicore Hall because everybody's disappointed.
Yeah, hopefully that'll bring people into that area. Because it's
for the holidays, it might.
Yeah, so they're going to have that. They're going to have the cookie stroll again, which is a big favorite of most people who
love cookies.
that. New merchandise. mugs. There's like a little purse bag that you can get. So there's gonna be all kinds of stuff there. The menus have not dropped yet, I don't believe, for the kitchens. Is there any food there that you really look forward to from year to year that you've?
The turkey dinner.
Yes.
In the America Pavilion is fantastic. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's a dessert somewhere that we get that I can't think of right now what it could be. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I know that I don't just get the turkey dinner. I know I get
No.
other things, but I can't think of what they are.
And in past years, that turkey dinner is a really good deal.
It's a great
It's like,
deal.
what, $6-7. You get turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, green beans, I think a little bit of relish, of cranberry relish.
Yeah, and it's not a ton of food, but it's enough to make you okay for a bit.
Yeah, it's great. So, my favorite actually is from the Israel booth. It's the pastrami on rye with the mustard and the pickle and everything. It's just such a good sandwich.
Yeah, you love that one. And is that the
Yeah.
one that has the isn't there like potato cakes in there too or something?
I'm not sure if they have. Yeah, I think they do.
'Cause
Actually,
I know
The
when you
potato
get
cakes are-
your pastrami, I usually get something else.
Yeah, I think it is that one because you get the potato pancake with it's got some kind of sauce on it, and then I usually get a black and white cookie.
Yeah, and there's a cocktail from there too that I remember we got one year, except I cannot remember what it was.
But it's one of the best booths, so I really look forward to that one. So hopefully the menus will be out soon, and if once they do hit, we will make sure to share them out to you guys. What else is here? There's an activity for kids to build a snowflake inside Communicore Hall. So it looks like they're going to have stuff going on there. This one is interesting, is that Scentsy is sponsoring different areas, festival fragrances and such, where you can stroll through the Snow Globe Garden. And the different scents that Scentsy has available during the holiday season. And you are a Scentsy consultant, so I'm sure all those scents will be available
Probably so.
on your Scentsy page. And that's mainstreetscents.com. If they go to that.
No, it's Main Street Scents on Facebook, but it's Michele Marie 313@Scentsy.com.
No, I was telling you your website.
Huh?
If you go to mainstreetscents.com, that's your website. Yeah, I've been feeding it there since you got it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I look up. So.
Yeah, they go to the same page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had to reroute.
Yeah, I rerouted it because I bought that name when you first started doing it, and then I created it so your site would go to that.
Okay. Well, whatever.
I made it easier for you to remember. Other thing else, WDW Resorts put out their holiday foodie guide. For the different foods that'll be available for the holiday season at their things. Sad news, we woke up today, though. Quincy Jones passed away.
Right. And he was responsible for a lot of Michael Jackson's music.
Yes.
And then we put out an article today because Quincy Jones, one of the songs that Michael Jackson did was in Captain EO.
That's right. So that's how we have a Disney tie-in for.
And
Quincy.
then he was in part of the Fantasia movie that came out in 2000 also.
Okay.
But yeah, he has a lot of musical credits, but I wanted to put it out because anytime somebody passes away, it's so strange because I always look to see what their ties to Disney are, and almost everybody has a Disney tie. It's like Disney is such a huge thing that a lot of people work with them that you wouldn't even realize.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy actually how many artists are involved in somehow with the Disney company in some way or
yeah. But yeah,
And
Captain EO.
Captain EO, we only got to see it when it came back a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was the only time I'd ever been. Had you been on it when you were younger?
I don't remember actually.
No, but it was great. It was kind of cringy, but it was kind of cool also to see.
Kind of cringe, kind of okay.
I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool though. It was a flashback to the 80s for us. So let's see what I got next. So that was sad. Quincy, rest in peace. Also today, the foodie guide to Disneyland's Festival of the Holidays came out.
Yeah, that confused me when I first saw that. I was like, wait a minute, Festival of the Holidays. But yeah, so they do it out there as well.
Right. So that came out, and you can read all about that. And then I just got the email before we went in to record. I didn't have time to put it in a blog yet, but Disney Springs is starting their holiday stuff on the 8th. So
okay. Is that main like their Christmas tree stroll or whatever it is?
Yeah, it was an email they sent to me with all the information. So I'm gonna after we get done recording, I'll put all that together in a blog and push it out for this evening.
See, I miss the tree trail. Like they changed it to a stroll after COVID. There's, you know what? Sidebar again, because I was just talking about this today with one of our colleagues that we were with, and like. After COVID, like everything was different for a little while, with the hopes that everything would go back to how it was, because like there was a lot of cooler things before the world shut down.
Or a lot of things in the works that were going to be really cool.
Yeah,
too.
but you know, the Christmas tree trail that was over past Earl was great because they had the snow, they had the music, they had like the little like hot chocolate booth in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And now it's spread across the area, and I just don't like that as much.
Yeah, it's not as good anymore. And I don't think, since they've done that, I don't think we have gone and seen any of the whole trail.
I mean, yeah, when we go, we see the trees, but we don't go looking for all of them either.
No, we usually find the trees that we're most interested. So it's usually if there's a tangled one at all.
Haunted Mansion tree, Nightmare Before Christmas tree.
Yeah, is that it?
I think so.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's probably all we do. So, but.
Oh, they have the big tree that's over by where the fancy area is, and I know they do the fake snow over there too.
Yes, they do. So it's always fun down there.
It's
during the
festive, and then
holidays.
I'm sure like the different restaurants and such have different holiday offerings.
I would almost guarantee they will.
Yes.
Which I'm always about the food.
I know.
I like the food. So that's all the Disney news I really had for this week. How we doing? Oh, we're only a half hour into our show. We got lots of time here. We still got to do Universal though.
Oh boy,
Universal
okay.
and SeaWorld. So, blog came out this week. Universal put out a little bit of a video and some photos of some of the animatronics, I guess, for, I don't even know what, animated characters, I guess is what they're calling them, because they don't call them animatronics, that will reside inside the Dark Universe area where Frankenstein's ride will be at Epic Universe.
Yes.
And the video of these characters, unbelievable how they move and they look.
I was really surprised because and these are monsters that are going to be in the attraction, and they look real.
They do.
I mean, it doesn't look like an animatronic. It looks real.
Yeah, it does. I know they said the Frankenstein one, I'm trying to remember, but I think they said he is 600 pounds or 900 pounds. The animatronic itself weighs. But he moves like it's nothing. I mean, the fluid movements and all that. And then there was the Wolfman. There was the creature from the Black Lagoon, and you also saw
Dracula too.
Dracula. I'm really excited about Dark Universe. That's the land I'm the most excited about because that's one of my favorite things. I know they put out that there's going to be scare actors in the
line,
which I know right there got you to the point where like, okay, I don't need to go through that.
Yeah, I wonder if you can get around all that mess.
I know. So they had when Skull Island Kong opened, they had scare actors in that.
They did, and I'm so glad they don't anymore.
But it wasn't in the quick pass.
No, it was in the regular line.
In the regular line.
Yeah.
So if you wait till after 4:00 when we have our speed pass or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, you could do it that way and get through there. So, but there's a couple links in my article. There's one with the video and then there's one with some of the photos, so you can check that out.
They're very cool.
Very cool. Holidays are returning to Universal beginning November 22nd and will run through December 31st. I really like Universal's Christmas. And what
I do
they
too.
It's really cool. They have their parade.
The Grinch. They decorate the Harry Potter areas with, and actually I want to say some of the Harry Potter stuff already went up today.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the Harry Potter stuff, what they do on that castle, that little show.
Yeah, they put like wreaths on the doors and different things like that.
They really turn it up, make it festive.
Yeah.
For the team. And then, of course, there's hot butterbeer. Which people seem to really love this time.
Everybody loves butterbeer. I think it's a little too sweet for me.
I don't like anything hot. I don't like hot drinks.
I won't drink it hot, but the ice cream wasn't bad.
Ice cream's never bad. Of course, Grinchmas is one of the best parts, though, seeing the Grinch there and all he does and his stories. We did get to see him last year. We were there for the Orlando Informer Universal night, and as we were walking out, getting ready to leave, we happened to look in one of the buildings, and the Grinch was in there, and he was doing photo ops and stuff, so we got to go talk to him for a little bit.
And this was before Grinchmas. Grinchmas was getting to start that weekend.
Yes. And didn't he ask, I think it was you he asked, he goes, what's your favorite part of the holidays? And you said him, and you made him...
I said watching your movie, and he said, "Oh, my autobiography or my biography."
He was a really good Grinch. That guy he had it down pat that he was really good. So I really enjoyed that. But there's so much going on at Universal. So if you're a Universal pass holder, definitely get over there for the holidays. Check it all out. The other one is Holiday at SeaWorld is returning November 16th, running until January 5th. I really do like SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. The show, we talked a little bit about their stage show last week. that they do with the animals, and telling the story of Christ. But just everything, the trees on the water, ice skating, they have an ice show they do. They do have snow all over falling. Really good menu options that go with the holiday season throughout their park. Just really, really great one. So if you're going to be in the area, I highly suggest if you can get to see it.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice.
It is. That's all I really had for news this week. I mean, there wasn't a lot of news. I thought we would talk more about some of these, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, it's okay. You know, some days is longer than the others.
It is. But I do have a question for you.
Okay.
And I haven't prepped you for this one at all.
No.
So this one, kind of talked a little bit about it already, but we're going to see if you expand on that answer.
All right.
So now that it's your favorite time of the year is here, the Christmas holiday 2 months spectacular.
Yeah.
Besides the movies we mentioned, is there any shows or other movies that you really enjoy this time of year? And what is your absolute favorite that you have to see every holiday season? You have to watch. And if you can, multiple times, you will.
Movies?
Movie shows, whatever.
Well, movies, I'm going to say the 4 that we watched the other night. But also, so when I was growing up, the Charlie Brown Christmas was always one of my absolute favorites. I would like to see that again. They don't run it on TV like they used to, like with the Great Pumpkin and all that. You have to go to streaming and get it.
Yeah.
And then
doesn't somebody else own it like every year? Like somebody buys
like
the rights to
I don't know. It's very strange.
Very strange.
And then also Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. When I was growing up, that was the best thing, and it always made me cry, and I knew the music and everything. And it's weird because it was a Muppets presentation,
right?
And it's one of those things, either you know it or you don't. I mean, those that know it, like, oh my gosh, it was wonderful, and then some people look at you like you're crazy because they have no idea what you're talking about.
It's kind of got like a cult following almost to it.
It kind of does, and I didn't realize that it had such a fan base. I mean, like I said, I remember it when I was really little. They used to play it on HBO. They would play it around the same time. I remember the one year they played Emmett Otter's Emmett Otter's show, and then they did the Nutcracker on Ice with Dorothy Hamill. That's how long ago that was. Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It was like an HBO staple at Christmas time. And I was, like I said, I was really young. I mean, I would go in the basement. We had a TV in our basement. And I would go down there and watch that kind of stuff. And but Emmett Otter was like everything.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I forgot about him. When I was going through the list, I was trying to think what you would say, and I forgot about Emmett Otter.
It's just one of those things that brings in nostalgia. That's all.
It really does. It brings a lot of nostalgia, and I know you've always loved that one.
You know me, I love nostalgia. I love to think back to old stuff.
You do, and you do it all the time. You
old soul.
You were putting up the tree, and like you said earlier, as certain ornaments went up on the tree, they brought back to when you got the ornament or what the ornament meant.
Yeah, I think I'm going to talk about that on Thursday's podcast about, memories from that come back up from the holidays.
Yeah, because they always do. And I mean, sadly, they bring up both bad and good memories. But try to focus on the good ones.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm gonna talk about that Thursday.
That may be a good one. You could talk about your ornament traditions and things like that.
Oh yeah, everybody's got traditions for different things.
That's it. Mine's just to eat.
I know your favorite part of the holidays is just food.
It really is. I could care less about the presents. I could care less about the decor. I just want to eat. Because the holiday season is like Disney. There's no calories.
Is that how that works?
That's how I'm saying. That's how I'm justifying
but
it.
But the scale argues with that.
You know what? The scale's a liar.
Okay.
And anybody who believes the scale, well, you're being fooled.
You're being fooled. It's all a big farce.
It is. The scale is just a suggestion of what it thinks you weigh. We're going to change it to that.
It's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion. We think you weigh about this, but you might in your head maybe weigh less. And I think everybody always weighs less in their head.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people feel like since it's the holiday season, they don't want to watch what they eat because it's justified by, well, it's a holiday, so I don't have to.
But see, up north, it's easier to justify because you need the extra padding because it's so
warm.
cold for warm.
Yeah, that's true. Down here, we don't really have that excuse.
No, it's just warm.
It's just warm, yeah.
Down here, it was pretty warm today being out there.
It was, and right now, this time of year in Florida, it's warm in the sun, but when the sun goes away, it's nice and cool. It's really really, the humidity is low, which is wonderful. I can't wait for it to get colder.
I know. We're still in the 80s pretty much every day.
Yeah,
right
low
now.
80s, though. It's not that hot.
It's still 80s. So I know up north they're starting to get in the 50s and such. We were watching the Lions game yesterday in Green Bay, and it was raining, and it
looked cold and miserable.
I think it said it was 48 degrees.
And that cold rain is the worst. It chills you right down to the bone.
Snow is so much better than cold rain.
I will take snow over cold rain any day.
Yeah.
Or that freezing rain.
Yeah, the freezing rain is not fun at all to drive in or do anything in. Actually, that's just when you want to just stay home and not go out.
That's one of those days, absolutely.
It is. Okay, so is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we close out for this week?
Nothing I could think of.
So it is a shorter show, so for when we have those longer shows, this one makes up for it.
Yeah, sometimes we go over a half hour, and then for this one, we've shortened it a little bit.
We're going to be under, so you get to save time this week that you maybe used on a show previously.
Right.
One thing I did want to mention is that we are working, so for, you may have heard a couple years ago, we had started something called Club TMSM. A few years back. And we had a small Facebook group for it and such. Well, we're actually going to be closing that, what it is today, and we're going to stick with the Club TMSM, but we're going to come up with all kinds of things. And this is a way for you to help sponsor or support what we do here at TMSM, the Mainstream Mouse. So we're going to come up with some different reward levels and such like that, depending on how much you're willing to help support what we're doing. So hopefully we'll have that out in the next week or so. So once it goes out, I'm sure Michele will put something on socials.
Of course I will.
To see. But we appreciate any help. And we do, even if you can't financially afford to help support us, we do appreciate you help spreading the word about what we're doing.
Yeah, shares, comments, all that stuff. All of those things really make a difference. So thank you.
They do. For Lost Princess Apparel, the Mainstream Mouse,
yes.
for everything.
Yes.
And really quick too, Lost Princess Apparel is running a 1-day sale today. We may have to extend it because I forgot to send out another email.
Christmas stuff.
With the Christmas stuff, everything was 50% off while supplies last. We don't have a lot in stock. We're kind of low, so when it's gone, it's gone. And we get rid of the inventory. So you might want to go check that out and see if there's anything on there you want before it's gone. Somebody else grabs that last one of the size you needed.
That's right.
Wanted to mention our sponsors. First off, MEI Mouse Fan Travel, Becky Macon and her team over there. If you're doing any traveling this year and you need help with that, planning, accommodations, whatever, reach out to them. They can help you out. On our website, you will see their banners all over. And if you click on any of those banners, it will take you to a link on their website where you can fill out a small form. Just basic information. They need to know what you want to do. And then one of their travel advisors will reach out to you and they will help you plan it. The best part of their whole service is it is free. Doesn't cost you a dime. And they will help you with so many things that you don't have to worry about. Like if you plan your own vacation and then prices drop, guess who has to call Disney to get that fixed? You do. But if it happens and you're one of their customers, they will take care of it. You don't have to call anybody. They will help you with dining reservations, park reservations, whatever you need. They will take care of it and help you make the best vacation you've ever had.
Yes, they will.
Also, our second sponsor is Kingdom Strollers. Kingdom Strollers has been around with us almost since day one of the Main Street Mouse. They are fantastic. They rent scooters and strollers, and they deliver them to wherever you're staying. So whether you're staying at a resort or you're staying at a small hotel on 182 or you rented a house for the week at an Airbnb, they will deliver to you, and they will also pick up at the end of your trip and to return it. So go on their website, kingstrollers.com. Make sure you let them know you heard about them from the Main Street Mouse, just so they know that you're one of our listeners, and they will take care of you, and you will have a wonderful trip with whatever you rent from them. That's all I have to say, so I'm going to let you close out our show.
Okay. Well, as always, thank you so much for supporting us and following everything that we do. Please continue to follow the Main Street Mouse on all social media channels. We're on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. We couldn't do any of this without all of you, so it is greatly appreciated. And until next time, have a wonderful, magical, fantastic week ahead, and we will see you real soon.
Our trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. And I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings. Watch your head and step as you exit, and take small children by the hand.
On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home.